Hello, my lovelies. This is going to be your weekly spiritual guidance and advice for some soul growth. So let's see what this new year is bringing us. What kind of things are coming through? Let's see what celestial messages we have from the universe. What kind of messages do we need for this week? What's coming through for us? Have the energy is popping off. I definitely feel like there's a lot of energy that's going to start to gain some forward momentum now that we're out of most of the retrogrades. One of them being that Mercury finally went direct on the 1st of January, so I do feel like we're going to have some forward movement. All right, so we start with Moon in Aries, 13, courage. Believe in yourself. Do you? Are you going through a bit of a transformation? So with the butterfly here and the chrysalis, the cocoons, I feel like you may have been in hibernation, or you may be going into hibernation to do this transformation somewhat privately, but I feel like once you emerge this transformed being, that all of a sudden that you're going to get a lot of attention. It's like you can't have you can't have butterfly conversations with caterpillar people. There we go. That's the saying. So meaning that once the transformation is complete, that you're going to have to kind of let go of some people or situations that don't resonate with you anymore, and that will require some courage on your part. Excuse me. So make sure that you believe in yourself. The Moon in Libra, 19, love. Bring peace to your life and your relationships will flourish. So I feel like we need some harmony or some balance in our life, especially in our love life. Excuse me. And that may take some courage on your part as well. But once you're able to resonate in that energy of harmony and love, you're able to actually have things go forward in a very positive way. Eclipse in Aries, 25, collaboration. Boost relationships through teamwork and compromise. Excuse me, I have a tickle in the back of my throat. All right, so we need to work well with others at this time, and we also need to be open to compromise in order to see things go forward in a more positive light. So teamwork will make the dream work. Teamwork is going to be needed in order to actually get to the next level. An eclipse in Pisces, 36, free will. Serve your higher purpose. So if you're like, Jenna, I have no idea what my higher purpose is. I don't know what I'm here to do. I'm just kind of flying blind by the seat of my pants. Well, welcome to the club, because most of us are in that scenario. However, I always tell people, if you don't know what your true calling is or your purpose is, follow what brings you joy and happiness. So what are those things? What are your passions? What do you love to do? What naturally are you attracted to that you want to actually do? That it doesn't feel like work, it doesn't feel like it's forced upon you, that you have free will to choose. And so serve your higher purpose by following those passions. Okay. Let's see what else we need to know this week. I have a lot of decks out here for you guys, so I'm trying not to knock all of them over. All right, wake up, kick ass, repeat. What do we need to know this week? You will do what queens do, and you will rule. So be the leader that you wish you had. That's going to require some courage. Have a spectacular day and make it amazing. You can and you will, so believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Should, would, could, did, that's you. She came, she saw, she went, and success. You are going to need to collaborate in order to be successful this week. So working well with others is going to be a big deal. So make sure that you're willing to actually do that. All right, how do we find our inner peace this week? Because we're going to need it, I think, in order to make some forward progress. All right, that was easy. 4 cards. Acceptance. Better watch out. I'm coming for it next. Inner peace is my bitch. So find your inner peace and go towards those things. Be the leader that you wish you had. Find the courage within and know that you can conquer any fears that you have. Like no one is watching, or if they are, give it up. Give me Nirvana I can dance to. I feel like you do need to find some harmony, and dance might be a way that maybe you just kind of let go of all of the emotions that are running through your mind, or you change the energy. So dance is a sacred rhythm that we can actually tap into in order to achieve some of our goals. It's also a way for us to de-stress and to let go of a lot of crazy stuff that's going on in our minds. What's one thing that you're grateful for? That you're blessed as fuck. So be grateful for everything that you have. Like a jelly donut full of peace, find your fucking center. So you may need to find some peace this week and activate per mantra the power of meow. So find your center, find the place that makes you feel grounded, makes you feel safe, and go towards those things that make you feel uplifted. Remember this week to be grateful for literally everything that you have and count your blessings, because things could always be so much worse than they currently are. You may need to dance this week in order to actually get back in touch with a sacred rhythm. All right, let's see what the animals have for us. What kind of messages do we need from our animal guides? Cards are quiet today. All right, what do we need to know from our animals this week? There we go. The panda. Enjoy the sanctuary of solitude to regain self-esteem and tranquility. So in order to find our self-esteem and our peace, we need some solitude this week. The porcupine. You may defend yourself honorably without hurting those close to you. So don't be prickly this week. You need to collaborate and you need to compromise. Some of that's also going to require some courage. Excuse me. All right, the orangutan. Working to live joyously, not living to work. So we need balance, right? We need the home work-life balance. Are you spending 80 plus hours a week at your job and it's draining the life out of you and you have no social life? Well, there might need to be some balance there. Are you living a joyous life? Are you at peace within yourself? Are you at a point where you feel like this is your purpose, where you're supposed to be? Or are you just waking up every day feeling like a robot and going and doing your job because you have to pay the bills? So find the balance. The bear. Nurture creativity and return to the sweetness of life. So these two right here make total sense together. It's like if you're constantly just working to live and you're not enjoying life, well, that's no fun, right? But if you nurture your creativity, you will return to the sweetness of life. So that may be where the collaboration comes in, that you actually have to have courage in order to do these things and step out of your comfort zone and go, no, I'm not just going to live this way where every day is a struggle. I'm going to change something because I need it to change, not because of what anyone else wants. Change it for you and you will be more successful. But go towards the things that bring you happiness. Life's way too short to not be happy. All right, joy and contentment from the angels. They want you to go towards things that bring you joy, peace, and happiness. There's also a period of forgiveness and understanding, either towards yourself or someone else. And angels want you to trust the universe. There's a sacred divine plan for all of our lives. So we actually need to follow our dreams. We have those things within us for an actual reason. There's a purpose behind it. So whether the forgiveness is towards yourself or towards someone else, remember, sometimes we have to empathize and walk a mile in their shoes to really understand where they're coming from. They really want you to focus on the joy, the happy things in life, the things that bring you peace and contentment. Why? Because we're here to actually be happy. And a lot of times I feel like we're cogs in a machine and we aren't actually living and experiencing joy and happiness. And that's something that needs to change. So listen to your intuition. The angels may be giving you some sort of spiritual download this week that's helping you to achieve these goals. So trust your intuition and listen to the divine wisdom that they are giving you. Star seeds. What do we need to know for the star seeds? A new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So we are collectively trying to actually change the vibration of our planet for the better, right? So star seeds are here to kind of help initiate and ground in some of those things that need to change. So know that it is happening. Hold the vision. The hiereth. Longing for home and homesick for the stars. So I do feel like if you're a true star seed that you feel like home is a place that doesn't exist here on this planet, longing for a place that you belong. Maybe you've always felt like the black sheep and outcast. You never really fit in. Me too, you're in good company. There's a reason for that. We're transplants to this planet. We come from other dimensions and we're here to actually help shift things for the better for the entire planet. So you could be feeling a bit homesick. Star bathing, light body crystal grid transmission and activation. Excuse me. So the crystal grid is really kind of aligning with different points on the planet that are helping to activate different things within us. So whether that's actually wearing crystals, going out and stargazing at night, kind of bathing in the celestial light, so to speak, I feel like that could be something really that helps you to recharge. And if you can see on this, she's actually laying there. It looks like she's laying on the earth and she's letting the light actually transmute energy for her, and it's activating different parts of her. So if you look at it, this one's activating her crown. This would be like her solar plexus, the root chakra, but it's actually starting to activate those things. So if you're like me and you love to go out and just kind of stare at the stars in the night sky or the moon, it does help to actually recharge your chakras. And the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. So this is about a spiritual awakening. I love how these cards are depicted. Hopefully they show up on camera. It's like this divine blue light that's beaming into this entity, and as a result, it's activating things throughout the entire body. So the light is actually transmuting things, and it's actually activating what it is that we need to awaken within us. A lot of times it's our soul gifts, it's our purpose, it's the reason why we're here. And so they're dormant, they're not gone, they're just sleeping. We have to wake those things up. So you may have a sudden aha moment or a sudden epiphany and awakening coming to light. All right, let's see what the Ascended Masters have for us this week. All right, Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. So very important that you are operating in your authenticity, that you speak up, that you stand up for yourself, focusing on your purpose. Whatever that is, it's going to require some courage to do so. So release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be love, do what is right for everyone involved, and offer a helping hand. I love how the lotus is her symbol on here. So the lotus is a spiritual card in the fact that it is about awakening. It's a flower that literally blooms out of the darkest, murkiest of water, and it rises above all of the murk and blooms this beautiful flower. So I feel like you could actually be kind of in that stage where you're trying to rise above and bloom. And so you need to be love. You need to operate from your heart space and do what's right for everyone that's involved. And if you're able to help, offer a helping hand. Mercury, open communication, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. So Mercury is a planet that is finally direct as of the 1st. So that's going to help the communications get better. A lot less miscommunications, technology issues, things like that. So we need to speak up. We need to also be courageous to speak up. I really strongly feel like this is either following your passion or that you're speaking up when it comes to love. So remember that you have free will, and it's going to take some hard work and courage in order to face your fears, but it will be worth it because you're going to start to get this weight off your chest and you're going to actually be able to be heard. Hilaron, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge, and heal. Your light can support others. So the color of this year is emerald green, so I love that Hilaron came out. His heart chakra is also green in this, and everything around him is green. We're supposed to work on our heart space when the green color shows up. So you can wear the color green, which will actually help to not only attract love, but it will also help to attract money this year. We're in an 8-year numerology speaking. So 8 is the number of abundance in numerology. So I feel like by being open and helping others heal, we're actually going to attract the wealth and the love that we desire as well. So remember that your light can support others at this time. So if you need to retreat and recharge to heal, remember to do so because you are a sensitive person and your light supports others. Let's make sure this isn't all the way upside down. Let's see what messages we have from the dragon, since 2024 is the year of the dragon in Chinese astrology. So let's see what messages we have from our guardian dragons. Think of these as like guardian angels. They've been around since, long before man was really incarnated. So the dragons are here as protective entities. All right, we have Avalon. Love that. So Avalon is a mythical dragon that actually was responsible for like King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. And Avalon was the place that they went to go escape all of the persecution and all of the battles. So it's like a longing for home, a place that you are safe and protected. And Avalon is the dragon, is the color of moonlight. So moonlight might also be healing you at this time. And we have the love dragon. So again, I love how both of these say love and both of these are the exact same color. So I do feel like love is something that may be at an imbalance in your life right now, and we really need to try and restore the harmony. Part of that is finding the peace from within and giving ourselves love in order to be able to give that to anyone else. So I think that that could be something we're working on healing at this time. There could also be silence where we need to actually communicate. And so sometimes the silence is healing. So if you are overwhelmed and you need the silence to rest and recharge, that's totally okay. But you can't seclude yourself from love forever, because we are meant to actually have partnership. We're meant to actually be with another human being, whether it's friendship, whether it's family, whether it's romantic. We aren't meant to live a life of solitude. So in the silence, we heal and we grow, and then we need to emerge. So that's very important. And initiation. You might be going through a spiritual initiation, or some things might be accelerating in your spiritual life. I do feel like your gifts are waking up, and ironically on here we have all of these are little diamonds. I don't know if that'll show up, but all of these are like little jewels, little diamonds all over the dragon. And then we have the heart space, and we have the third eye or the crown chakra being activated. So I feel like by opening your heart and really being open to the divine energy that's coming through and guiding you, that your intuition will actually lead you through this initiation. Interesting energy to come through nonetheless. All right, let's see what kind of signs, symbols, and synchronicities we have for this week's spiritual guidance. What do we need to know? The pyramid. All right. So you could be visiting a pyramid. It could also be the sacred geometry of the pyramids, but it is like the stairway to heaven and the afterlife. So I feel like you could really be trying to tap into maybe sacred energy through maybe a lot of prayer, a lot of meditation, really just being open to divine wisdom and guidance this week. You may also be a psychic or a medium, or you might have some inkling to study some of those things and just kind of learn some more. But I do feel like things are opening up, that there's this new pathway that's emerging. And 13, the divine feminine energy. So we have 13 lunar cycles in a year. It's also a symbol of fertility and feminine energy. So as we begin the new year, love how that works out. All right, so Cinderella's shoe. Something is needing to be left behind. Remember that the fairy tale ends so the new life can begin, and feeling vulnerable is going to take some courage. I feel like somebody really does want to begin fresh, but they might be working on healing themselves at the present time. I also feel like they want to come forward, but again, they might be lacking a little bit of courage, so they're working on those things. I do feel like there is a new beginning that's coming, but again, you have to be vulnerable in order to achieve that. And Earth. So we might need to ground our energy. Could be dealing with an Earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And Gaia is the great mother energy. So maybe you need to nurture yourself. There could also be a lot of creative energy that's coming through right now. And so we want to nourish the things that we want to grow. Okay, let's see what we have for raising our vibration. What kind of energy do we need so we can raise our vibration? Right. It's okay to feel what you need to feel. So being able to express yourself in positive ways. If you're feeling a little down in the dumps, it's okay temporarily to feel like that. And you need to honor how you actually feel. Feeling fear is a call for love. We have several cards talking about love. So replace the fear with love. How do you do that? Well, one of the things you can do is grounding your energy, cleansing your energy, things like salt baths, soaking your feet, take a shower, a spiritual bath, all of those things. The other thing is we make all decisions based out of one or the other emotion, either fear or love. So fear is our ego. It stands for false emotions appearing real. It's our ego. It's fear. We need courage to replace that, right? And then we can operate out of love. So really important messages. Let your inner fire warm you, but not burn you. So by following your passions, you're going to go after things that you really want to do. But sometimes we can bite off a little bit more than we can chew. So we need to make sure that we're making logical decisions. Don't just jump in head first. Make sure that you are doing things that make sense. And I am protected by Source. So you are always protected by divine energy. And if you don't feel that, call on your spirit team or your angels in order to actually facilitate that. Let's see if there's any harsh truths that we might need to know this week about our spiritual journey, or things that maybe we need to release. All right, watch out for frauds, scams, lies, and bullshit. There could also be Prince Charming. We have 2 cards that we're talking about love, so maybe you're going to finally meet your forever person. What are they hiding? I feel like that's in the back of your mind, like this is too good to be true. Make sure that it's not a fraud, a scam, or a lie. Make sure that you actually kind of dig into this, and it's like, okay, don't give out too much information before you really figure out whether it's truth or it's not. And no, don't expect the bare minimum. So stop accepting less than what you need. Very important, especially in love. I feel like you want to be really careful that you have boundaries, that you have standards, and the right person will rise to meet or exceed those standards. All right, our final batch. What do we need to know for our soul's journey this week? What lessons do we need to work on? Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So courage will replace the fear. Denial, we need the truth. So make sure that you are replacing the fear, which is ego-based, with courage, insight, and awareness. Trust your intuition. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So see it as just that. It's a learning experience. Nothing that you have ever set out to do is completely impossible. It might take you a few tries to actually get there, but know that if you keep going, you will eventually be where you're supposed to be. Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So don't settle for less. Go towards the things that actually help to lift you up, things that are actually positive for you, as opposed to things that are negative for you. Remember, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. And pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So this is the positive side of pride, like a pat on the back for a job well done. So make sure that you are operating in that space of love for yourself first. So self-love, self-care is going to be important, and see yourself in everyone. Remember that we are all intertwined and interconnected, and that we are all one in the human race. So we need to operate that way. That's what I have for your weekly spiritual guidance. I hope something resonates for you. If you're not already subscribed and you like the content, please feel free to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.